What is up, everybody? Here we is at my old college that I actually dropped out of. But guys, as you can tell by the title of this video, we're gonna be talking about kind of what allowed me to drop out of college. What took me from zero to hero. What was able to allow me to be able to ultimately finally drop out of college, okay? And it's really cool because today's video we're talking about what were those big differences that allowed me to scale my businesses, make those big money moves, ultimately scale from 4 figures a month over to like 5 figures a month, ultimately allowed me to comfortably drop out of college. And yeah, guys, Wilkes University, we are here, okay? So it's crazy. It really is crazy because the matrix, the system, whatever you want to call it, they set you up honestly for failure. They don't set you up the right way. And I'm getting a little hot here in both ways. What I'm trying to say is that the system doesn't set you up really for success. I mean, you go to school to follow, to learn somebody else. When you get a correction wrong, you're not allowed to work in groups. You get a correction wrong, everybody yells at you, you're in trouble. They penalize you for getting bad grades. You know, you put into rows, you know. Pretty much they set you up to work for somebody else, and especially, which is crazy right now, whereas all these different social issues that are going on that are separating people, you know, keeping, honestly, I'm gonna get a little, that might offend some people, but keeping a lot of the parents out of the household, causing children to go to school and be kind of brainwashed by whatever the school tells them to do. Let me tell you something. From a very young age, I learned that whatever the school teaches you, just do the opposite, okay? They say get good grades, you get a steady job. No, because that's how you get stuck into the system, okay? They say don't cheat on somebody else's test. No, model success, okay? They say all these things to brainwash every child to be able to be easily controlled and manipulated so that they can work for the rich. But I know you, and you're watching this video because you don't want to be like that. You want to be different. You want to get out of that matrix. So let's just get straight to this video, because we can talk about all of that for hours on hours. I can make plenty of videos on how the government or the FBI or the people in black suits, they try to keep you stuck in the matrix. But we're not gonna talk about that in this video. We're gonna be talking about ultimately what allowed me to be able to scale from like 4 figures a month over to 5 figures every month, baby. Okay, let's talk about some of these tips. So what I found is that 4 figures, you know, we're talking about maybe making 3 to like 7, 9K a month. You know, how do you scale from that over to hitting 10, 20, 30 figures every single month? Okay, not 30 figures, 30,000 every single month. The way that I learned is first really, okay, all right, start from the beginning. So what I learned is that you need to have one thing going for you. Originally, what I started out was doing is I tried to have multiple different businesses. You know, I had a marketing agency, I had a software company, I had this credit repair company, I was growing this YouTube, I was growing my Instagram, I had my own contracting, I think I said that. I had a little roofing business on the side, you know. I was doing so much things. I was doing marketing for dentists, I was doing marketing for chiropractors, I was doing marketing for everybody, for attorneys as well too. And ultimately, what I found, what I learned my lesson was that if you're spreading yourself out to all these different sections, every different niches, I know it's great in the very beginning to kind of try out everything, to really figure out what you're like and what you're really good at. But when you're starting out, I mean, yeah, figure out what you're good at, definitely try a lot of things. What I'm saying is that find one thing that you see yourself in the future being able to scale to this big freaking empire that's gonna overall take care of you for the rest of your life. So for me, like I said, I had many different things I was starting out at the beginning. Eventually, what I rolled into Funnel Hacker Labs, and obviously my crypto company over here. But what that allowed me to ultimately do, what allowed me to ultimately hone in on my software company and truly allow me to focus all my time and my energy into the software company and allow me to scale this software company as big as I can right now. That's one piece of advice, is ultimately just don't spread yourself out too thin. Stick to one thing, okay? another thing that I want to tell you is that there's a difference between a 4-figure, 5-figure, even 6-figure man. I'm not saying I'm a 6-figure a month entrepreneur just yet, but I will be. And a lot of the traits that I'm learning from my mentors and what I've been implementing, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I think I'm doing pretty well myself, you know? I know you're thinking this cocky bastard, okay? But another trait that I found that really, really allowed me to scale my companies with predictability was that, like I said, initially I was doing a lot of contracting work, and when I was in college, I did a lot of side jobs. I was doing painting, roofing, other things. I actually did marketing for contractors. But what I'm trying to say is that one of the biggest differences between a 4-figure a month and 5-figure a month person is the type of work that you're doing. So we all know that there's only a certain amount of hours we have every single freaking day. You know, you're 24 hours, you sleep for half of them, 12 hours, you might be eating breakfast, eating food, taking a shit. You got like 8 hours a day, you know, 9 hours a day where you can really just grind, okay? And the thing is, I was doing a lot of contracting, you know, I was, hammering nails in frame, where I was painting all the time. Like, you think about how much money could you really make from painting. I'm not gonna lie, anybody can paint, okay? That's hard work, that's laborious work, labor-intensive work. How much money can you make when everybody else can do that labor? So what I realized is that, I soon quickly realized, is that the main difference between a 4-figure a month and 5-figure a month man is the fact of the type of work you're doing. Is it hard or is it smart work, okay? So let's compare two things. Painting over here. Max, you can probably make 40, 50 an hour if you're really playing your cards right. Whereas over here, developing a system for my software company to be able to onboard clients while I sleep, that shit's worth like unlimited amount of monies. So realistically, you need to be able to prioritize your day to be able to hit those high income earning objectives, okay? And I understand that, maybe your side hustle isn't generating enough revenue so that you can just solely just focus on your side hustle. And I agree with that 100%, but this is where the hustle comes in, because you're gonna have to be able to separate your day, lay out your day so that, you're generating some cash flow, but you're also working on your side hustle that's ultimately gonna build this massive empire that's gonna allow you to just live the life of your dreams, okay? So, for me, let me just break down how I worked, So first I consider this like 3 tiers I have right now. I got that active income, whereas I'm actually doing work, where I'm actually doing work to get paid. And then I have passive income. I have this little software company that allows me to generate money, well, not necessarily passively, but somewhat passively every single month. And then after that, I have all my investments. I got those investments, I got those stable holds where I know I can put money into it here. It's gonna continue to grow, and that money that's gonna continue to grow, eventually, maybe I'm gonna retire on that money. That's long-term thinking right there, long-term plays. So the way I structured up my entire portfolio is that I have active income. I work, I do contracting, I do painting, I do consulting. This is prior to consulting, but I painted, work, whatever, but paid $50 an hour. I usually try to go on a per job basis, but I always try to make at least $200 to $300 a day when I'm doing active work, okay? And I take that active work, I take that money, and I reinvest into my software company. As my software company starts making money passively, I take that money and I put it into more of my stable holds. One of my stable holds examples, and you can see in the Linktree link down below, in the description below, is I actually have a Forex trading manager, okay? And he doesn't risk a lot of money. Every single day he trades and risks, I think it's like 5% every single day of my portfolio. So he's not risking a lot, but it's still generating me at least like $200 every single day, which is nothing crazy, but it's something, it's still able to grow my investment, my portfolio, my money. It's able to grow that as kind of inflation goes. And as more money I put into there, obviously I'm gonna get more money out. So what I really wanted to get known on this video, okay, what I really wanted to teach you guys, to help you guys out, is understanding that there's a big difference from hard work and smart work, and the bulk of your money is going to be made with that smart work, okay? And let's end this off with one other example. Everybody can paint. Everybody can take a hammer and boom, 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 put a nail through a board. It's simple, so it's common. So the pay is going to be common. But not everybody can structure a business and systematize a business so it onboards clients as you sleep and pays you out monthly. Not everybody can do that. So that's going to pay you a whole lot more. Yeah, it's going to take a lot more smart work, and it's going to be a lot harder mentally, but ultimately it's going to be a lot more rewarding, a lot more profitable. And you're going to realize that as you kind of comparing the two. All right, let's say you have this active job, you know, let's say you're contracting to be able to do something, you're working at freaking McDonald's to be able to put into your side hustle, whatever it is. You're going to realize that working at McDonald's, hammering in a nail into a board, is all actually easy work. Yeah, it's labor intensive, but it's easy. You can do these things without thinking. Whereas going on your computer, you know, creating a funnel, those things that's an ultimately building an empire for you, that's so much more difficult. And you're gonna find yourself kind of on this pendulum, whereas you really just want to do the easy labor intensive work because you don't have to really think about it. It's so straight to the point. And you're gonna have to like take this little trade-off because you don't want to do this stupid easy work a lot more than doing this smart empire building work. And that's the thing, that's where it comes to taking responsibility, being an entrepreneur, being a leader, and being a man or a woman, whatever you are out there, and ultimately getting shit done. Because when you're working for yourself, you have nobody to tell you what to do. You're gonna make decisions, and who knows, for a month, a week, 2 weeks, a year out, you're not gonna know if you made the right decision. You're not. And that's what I'm saying, it's a lot of responsibility. Once again, as I say, it's not for everybody. But the thing is, those smart work, you know, funnel building, who knows, funnel building, marketing, whatever your side hustle is, that ultimately is what is going to allow you to live this dream life that you want. Me personally, I don't want to be drinking martinis and filming on the beach and filming YouTube videos just like this over in Florida or in Bora Bora, okay? That's what I want to do. I don't want to be taking a board, hammering a nail, building a house, you know, painting. I don't want to do the labor intensive work. So I know now that I've always known, you know, that's what I dropped out of college for. So I've always known that I'm not going to be this normal person. I've always known that I'm not going to allow the Matrix tell me what to do. I've always known that nobody's going to tell me what to do. You know, I went to college for engineering. The reason why I studied mechanical engineering was literally because of the harder shit that people know about. You know, I could have done nursing, but mechanical engineering sounded cooler, to be honest. All right? Honestly, I probably should have done nursing because all the nurses, especially over here in Wilkes, are hot. Oh my gosh. But what I'm trying to say, guys, is that ultimately, when you are working, when you're prioritizing your day, just please understand, and if you get anything out of this video, you need to understand that that smart work, yeah, it might seem not as labor intensive, but it requires a lot of brain power to be able to do. That stuff is ultimately going to build your empire and allow you to live that dream life. So, once again, if you get anything out of this video, do the smart work. Prioritize your day so that you're doing the objectives that's going to produce you the most amount of money, maybe not in a week, maybe not in a month, maybe not even in 2 or 3 years, but ultimately build up that empire. And it might be slow and steady, but take it one step at a time. And yeah, you're not going to know every single answer, but you can always figure that out. You know, you got Google, YouTube. You can comment down below if you have questions. I want to say thank you guys as always for watching this video. If you guys need any help, if you guys don't know the next step, what you need to do, comment down below. Or if you guys are looking for a fantastic marketing system, looking to grow your business from the ground up, if you're looking for a system that's going to predictably allow you to grow your business, click the link down below. Try out Funnel Hacker Labs, and I can guarantee you, you're gonna love it. Thank you guys. Talk to you later. Peace out, guys.